Good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines. Good evening to my subscribers in America. It's already Sunday, October 11th, 2020 over here. Okay. If anybody don't know, Philippines, we're 12 hours ahead of the East Coast in America and 15 hours ahead of the West Coast. And when you get over here, it takes some getting used to. But it's already Sunday, October 11th over here. This is my version of the good, bad, and ugly for today. But before I get started, I want to thank you for stopping by my channel again. I really appreciate it. All the likes, the comments, the views, especially the new people coming over after my interview with Dan, Vagabond Awakes. I really appreciate you guys. This channel is for the new man and woman who's never been to the Philippines before, who's contemplating coming over here for a visit, a slow vacation, and need I use that word again, retire, because we don't use that word on my channel. We like to say rejuvenate, because the more I thought about it, when people come over here to the Philippines, they don't retire, they rejuvenate. So if you want to retire, just stay where you are. But if you want to rejuvenate, come over here to the Philippines and we'll rejuvenate you. And also, if this is your first time watching or your 10th time watching, my 11 years associated with the Philippines doesn't make me an expert, okay? But it does give me a unique perspective. And I like to share that perspective with the new man and woman. I'm not trying to come off as some know-it-all or, some expert or something like that. There's no experts on the Philippines. Trust me, man. This place is too vast. It's too diverse. Unless you're like some Filipino historian. Of course, I'm not that. And I'm boots on the ground. See, I'm right in the middle of all of this. I live among the locals, man. I'm not on the edges like a lot of these vloggers. I don't live in some big fancy tower in Makati and looking down on the locals giving you a play-by-play. No, I'm going to give you the nitty-gritty. And all the nitty-gritty is what I'm seeing down here, what I'm living, and what I'm experiencing. I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for subscribers, views, or anything, likes, or anything like that, because it's not going to do you any good. I don't want to paint this big rosy picture and then you get over here and get disappointed or jump in a taxi and he takes you for a ride, literally, because that happens all the time, especially if you get off in Manila. Cebu is a little bit better, but if you get off in Manila, you make sure when you get in that taxi, that meter's running. And also, you know exactly where you're going, okay? Because it can turn a 200 peso ride into a 1,200 peso ride in the blink of an eye, okay? So that's all I'm trying to do, is just to be helpful. I want you at some time to think, you know what, Calvin mentioned that, he warned me about that. See, and then I've done my job, all right? But the good for today is this. The third phase of the COVID vaccine trials start in the Philippines next month, November. I mean, really, I need to give that a standing ovation, because I'm so ready to get this pandemic out of the way, get back to whatever the new normal is, open these borders back up, let people get back to work, let's get our lives back together. And as strange as it sounds, man, I miss foreigners over here, man. It's like crickets over here now. There's nobody here. I might see a foreigner, man, every now and then. And then it's been so long since I seen one, man, I gotta do a double take. I miss foreigners over here. I miss seeing them. I miss the look on their face, especially the new guys, and the frustration, because the patience over here will try you. But that's the good, and I got a couple of good today. One is, it's Christmas season over here, and in the Philippines, they start celebrating Christmas in the bear months, September, October, November, December. And I can't do it justice, man. It's just a magical time over here. But I was in the mall the other day when I told you I went to the mall and there was nobody there. But they were playing Christmas music. And, it's either going to make you sad or make you happy, just depending on what state of mind you in. So it's Christmas season here. That's good. Also, the PBA starts back again today. They've got their own version of the bubble, like the NBA. And, And that's good because I'm going to tell you, Filipinos are some of the biggest basketball fans in the world. I mean, they get up at 6, 7 in the morning to watch the NBA in the States. You know, depending on who's playing. And, you know, of course, they're big Lakers fans. So being 15 hours ahead of Los Angeles, man, they have to get up early to watch those games. And I like watching the PBA. It's not the NBA, but hell, we're not in the USA either. They got great players, man, and I like watching it, and it's better than nothing. I tell you that right now. So, you know, I'm so glad the PBA's back. Now for the bad. This is kind of funny, really. But the bad is they've banned karaoke in Manila during the daytime now. From 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday, you cannot sing karaoke. And it's to prevent disturbing the children doing their home schooling. You know, while they're studying, doing their home schooling. You know, a lot of parents were complaining about the noise and the kids couldn't concentrate and all that. And I know that's made a lot of people mad because, you know, in the Philippines, man, karaoke is a national pastime. They're some of the best at it. You'll come over here and you'll be amazed when some of these people pick up the microphone and start singing. They'll sound just like the original version. You know, they love Journey songs over here and like that, but that's the bad. It's kind of funny. And, you know, the ugly is, I'm going to tell you something, man. I haven't had a good night's sleep in the last 2 weeks, really. Because when I first came here, I was on that mandatory 14-day quarantine, and I was in the house by myself. But now, we've got a new boss in there. And she'll be 2 months old October the 12th. And we call her Summer. That's her name. And, man, that's our new baby daughter. And she don't sleep, so that means I don't sleep. My eye bags have eye bags, okay? Both the Yayas, we hard, they both quit. They can't handle this little girl, man. She won't sleep. She's different than any other kids I've had. Normally, when you're that age, man, you sleep all day. It gives me time to rest. Then at night, I can kind of, you know, go through it. But, man, she won't sleep during the day or the night, you know. So, if you're watching, I guess I took that rejuvenation too far. But, hey, that's my daughter. I love her. She's here. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure she has a great life. But that's the bad, man. You know, if you get into that situation, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you had kids before, I mean, I would take 6 hours of continuous sleep right now, okay? Because what I'm getting now is like 3 hours in a cloud of dust, you know, and you hear that wah, you know, and all of that, and, you know, you got to carry them around, all rocking, and, you know, all the stuff that we do. But that's the ugly for the day. Thanks for stopping by. You know, I'm going to make another video, you know, a helpful video. I just like to do this. This is something different that I started to do. It's kind of like really like an update, really. Because I told you I'm not an expert, man. You know, I just like to, the limited information I got, I just like to share it. You know, I like to give it away just to make somebody else's trip a lot smoother, a lot better than mine was. At least you'll have a starting point. You won't be like me. Man, I was way in the back, you know, because I didn't read the handbook, man. I got on a plane, came right over here, and every mistake that you could make, I made. But it was a blessing in disguise because now, like I tell you, those mistakes have become my secrets that I share with you. And they're really not secrets, they're just mistakes I made. I pass them on to you so you can avoid them, okay? So thanks for coming by. Again, if you're in America, you know, it's not too late for you let your head hit the pillow. Help somebody tonight, you know. And if you're in the Philippines, it's early in the morning, you got all day. Just find one person to help, man. I guarantee you, it'll change your life, because if I don't know anything else, I know this for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Thank you so much. Stay COVID free, stay safe. See you next time.